Oh no!
Really? You do that all the time.
Hey folks, welcome back to the Jack Homestead. I'm Chris.
I'm Donna. Mrs. Jack.
Mr. Jack. And it's our Thursday night dinner at the Homestead, Jack Homestead.
We're super excited about this episode because everything that we are eating tonight for dinner is from our homestead, from the garden, and our meat from our meat birds. This is our first chicken that we raised and that we had processed and that we are going to eat.
Yes, except for the tomato. The tomato we had to buy because they're not.
Yeah, they're not ready yet.
Not here. They're not ready yet.
But I will give you the rundown. That's our chicken. That's our meat bird that we raised. This is our peas and carrots, homegrown from the garden. This is our mixed salad. Has all different lettuces from the garden. And then we harvested our first round of potatoes, but that is our, what are they called, the little ones?
The white potatoes, salt potatoes, new potatoes.
New potatoes, that are the little ones.
And I made salt potatoes tonight, so let's check this out, see how this looks. I'm super excited.
Yes. So, while Mr. Jack is doing that, yesterday was processing day. We had ordered 25 Cornish cross chickens and we lost 4. 3 were eaten by the snake and one just died, we think, of heart issues. So 21 were processed and we had them all processed as whole birds. We got 88.81 pounds of chicken after they were processed. So we did pretty good for 21 chickens. They're not as big as we were hoping, but it was because we were feeding them twice a day when technically we should be feeding them non-stop. So we learned our lesson. So that we can get bigger birds, we will be feeding our next birds non-stop, which we received yesterday evening. We picked up our new 25 meat birds, but these ones are a different variety. We wanted to try and see which one we would like better. But these ones are called Murray's Big Red Broilers, and we have to keep them for 14 weeks before they get processed.
Ooh, sorry.
So they're going to take a little bit longer, but that will be that for this year with getting our chickens, and then next year we will start back over again in the spring with getting 25 more. We're leaning more towards we'll probably get the Cornish cross again in the spring. We also will be getting pigs, so we will have our own
Ta-da.
pork hopefully too next year. The butcher said that they all looked healthy.
A little small, but that's okay.
Oh, I said that. They're a little small, but 88.81 pounds of fresh chicken meat. You can't beat that.
Yep.
So.
In the freezer, -1. Well, how many did we give their freezer?
Oh, I gave my daughter the 3 smallest ones that were under 4 pounds because she has an Instapot and she likes to cook little chickens in her Instapot. So I gave her 3 little ones. They're having it also tonight. So we're curious to see what they have to say.
This the gravy spoon?
Anybody that knows me, yes. My favorite part of a chicken or a turkey is the skin. I fight people over it, but it's very, very good, Mr. Jack.
Is it a good deal? Could you put a little, just a tiny bit of...
My ham.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
Too
good.
much, too much.
No, it's not a lot.
Oh, okay. So we got new potatoes, salt potatoes.
Oh, we did our big potato harvest today. Super excited. You want to tell them?
Sure. I'm estimating there's probably about 50 pounds of potatoes. I'll put a picture right up here. And let me trade you. Of red and white. It's real close on which ones we got the most of. The reds look like they're the ones that beat out the whites. So
To me, the whites look bigger
Yes.
than the reds, but we got a bigger yield of the reds.
yeah. So Mama went to the store today, got some more seed potatoes, and we're gonna try to do a second round of, which we should have time.
Yeah, we should have time. So, Mr.
What else?
Jack,
What else?
want
we
to talk
got?
about what we've been doing this week?
Yeah, this week, just working on the garden. I'm at work. I'm not quite fully dressed yet, but I will be here pretty quick. What did we do today? Just we're having a hard time
Well, not
fighting
just
off
today. Go ahead.
Japanese beetles.
Yes.
And not in everything, just certain things.
You cannot beat fresh vegetables from the garden. Those peas and carrots are nothing like store-bought peas and carrots.
Right.
Nothing like them. I wish everybody could try fresh vegetables. What was that?
This is a brand new bottle, so.
So we had to make room in our deep freezer. So Mrs. Jack canned homemade broth.
And
Well, wait, how many did I do? I did a whole lot.
yeah, I think another,
Quarts, tons.
yeah, like I think a 10,
Yeah, I
9
did.
and a half.
I did a lot of quarts of bone broth from turkey carcasses and chicken carcasses that we had.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So good. And then I also canned a strawberry honey butter which is basically like a jam.
Oh, it's so good.
Mr. Jack loves that.
It's really good.
So I did that this week.
If you want, I can put the recipe in the notes below, the show notes.
I harvested a lot this week out of the garden. I harvested kale, of course, lettuce, spinach,
Have you tried?
collard greens,
Yeah, oh, collard greens, yep.
which we're gonna have tomorrow night with our dinner.
Let's try the chicken together.
Okay.
Mm.
That's good.
That's really good.
That's really good. It's crazy how
The
they
difference.
change the taste of everything you buy at the store with all their additives and
Yeah,
preservatives.
and then just growing them so fast. And
oh, this is
in a
such
box.
fresh. Oh my goodness. So good. Sorry, guys.
Thank you. Did we get these from McMurray's?
Yes.
Thank you, McMurray, for the Cornish cross.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of chickens, when we took the chickens to get butchered, I was talking to the gentleman and his wife, and I asked them about what they think the better chickens are, better tasting. And both of them said the Cornish cross. To me, chicken's chicken. I eat dark meat and the white meat. Mrs. Jack.
Well, they said that's the difference, correct?
Yeah,
Was one is a light
Yeah.
meat and the other is a dark meat.
yeah, darker meat. The Red Rangers are a darker meat. And they're a little bit more greasier, he said, but he likes the Cornish cross. So, but we're going to try it out and see what happens.
So I thought Mr. Jack, when he started out on that story about chickens,
Oh, yes.
was going to say what else we had to do this week.
Oh, I got one side of the chicken coop, Taj Mahal, the hen house, almost done. I'll put pictures up here, and but it looks awesome. Kind of like what my Sugar Shack looks like. I actually think it looks a little bit better.
It does
with the
look
color
really nice, but that's not what I was talking about.
on the chickens.
We had to give a chicken its first haircut this
Oh,
week.
yeah. Yeah, that's right. Fajita had to have a chick or a feather cut.
She's a Polish, a buff
I'll
Polish,
put a picture of her up here too.
and she has a bit of a afro, and it hangs down over her eyes. And she was running into fences. She couldn't find her friends, so she would cry all the time. So we had to give her a haircut so that she can see where she's going and what she's doing.
And we should have videotaped it,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't. But we're gonna do it the next time we have to trim her hair, her feathers. But
And we did say we did our potato harvest.
yep, everything's looking real. Oh, peas! Oh my God, we got lots of peas.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for the extension of the garden next year.
Yep. Yeah, because I'm gonna grow more peas. It takes a lot of peas. Like, I wish I could can peas, but it takes so many peas or pods and peas to be able to do that. But I wish that I could do enough, because that's what all of our animals absolutely love. Peas is their favorite thing.
Yeah, well, the taste of these right now, they may have to get the store frozen peas.
Mm-hmm. I know. But it was the holiday weekend, 4th of July
Yeah, I hope
weekend.
everybody had a safe and wonderful 4th of July. And
And we had company.
no, we went. Oh yeah, we had
We had
company
company on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep, and I cooked My famous burgers and
my
hot
daughter Erica came with 2 of her high school friends and Grace.
Part of her old crew.
Grace absolutely loves Mr. Jack's homemade cheeseburgers. So we made cheeseburgers and we did hot dogs. So Isabel came, her other friend, with her daughter Sophia, who is 3, and she loves Papa Jack.
Papa Jack, yep. And Mrs. Jack said she's not having it when she has grandchildren from her kids. From
I said, if my daughter's children like him better than, well, I said they're not going to like him better than me. Because right now, I'm pretty sure our grandchildren, his daughter's children, all like him better than me.
No, not necessarily.
I don't know about that.
The girls love you more.
They all cling to you.
I don't know what it is. Grandpas. They're the best.
But, so that was a good time. It was rainy weather on and off.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So we didn't get to
bad.
spend a lot of time outside. But it was nice to see them. We haven't seen them in a while. And last year they came and we were supposed to do this, but my father passed away. While they were here is when I had gotten the phone calls and the text messages about my dad, and we immediately took off out the door. So we didn't get to spend any time with them last year. So
It was a tough day.
yeah.
Tough week.
So yeah, it's been a year now since my dad passed. But we had a nice little family dinner with my mom and my siblings.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, which was very nice. And we're going to try to make that a yearly thing. And then on Monday, well, Sunday was a relaxing day for Mr. Jack and I. After children are here, we're exhausted.
Yeah, and then Monday.
And then Monday, we had a very good time. We went
to
get him.
my brother's house and niece and nephew, and had the Jack picnic. My dad used to have. Excuse me. My dad used to have.
Thank you.
That's some crispy skin right there. Used to have a 4th of July picnic every year. Kind of like a small family reunion thing, but this year we just had a few friends over and stuff like that. Well, we had
family.
and family. We had family over. They had some of their friends come over. We consider them family, and it was a wonderful time. Had a really good time picking on my sister, and them guys picking on me, and taking over Jeff's party for him, because we're having a picnic here on the end of the month, and I told him that he can take over, and I told him all the stuff that needs to be done before it comes, so I hope he gets it done. The deck needs to be painted, the grass needs to be mowed. But while we're there,
But it was a nice time.
it was a very good time. It was funny. My grandfather, and he would come to events, picnics. They would go to the picnics there. Well, actually, the picnics we used to have at their place, but they moved to my dad's. He, when it was time to go, he'd always say, "Well, it's time to go. Time to feed the chickens." And we actually had the pleasure of saying that this time. It was kind of cool. It was funny. Everybody laughed. We got home. Got probably around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Riri took care of the
Dinner.
Louie and
Took
the
care of
kitties.
dinner.
Yeah, for the animals, except for the chickens and stuff, and we put everybody else to bed. It was a good time. It was a good week.
Yeah.
And
And then our regular everyday chores.
Yeah, we chores every day.
Cleaning
have a
coops.
big-
Cleaning coops.
Yeah.
Taking care of animals.
Yeah.
We
Oh, I
still
split
have
wood too. I
chickens
split wood.
protesting.
Yeah, yeah. I split wood for this year's sugar season.
Yep.
And I gotta get a lot more. Speaking of that, there's a cherry tree out back that I'm gonna take down.
How come?
It's dying.
Oh.
There's only a few leaves on it. And hopefully I can get those, I guess you'd call them pallets, the discs out of there for
Vegan
Megan. For her
baby shower.
baby shower. So I get those for her. She needs how many? 24?
Mm-hmm.
24. Work. They always give me work to do.
Well,
This chicken is really good.
everything is. Mr. Jack made them for our wedding, for the centerpieces.
Go sit down. Go sit down.
And they were very nice. So
Mrs. Jack did an awesome job decorating, getting it ready. You still have pictures in your phone?
I think so.
I'll have to post some of them sometime on the, or maybe I'll put it up here with the other pictures. Oh, got my tractor video uploaded, the review. I hope you guys check that out. If not, check it out. It's the video before this one. The next video is going to be on the smoker pellet grill from Tractor Supply.
Eventually, he'll do a garden one for me.
Actually, that'll be before the pellet grill because this won't be uploaded. Well, I won't have this edited. Well, I might be able to get it edited tonight and upload it, and then I'll do the garden video with the new potatoes and all that stuff, and her and Mrs. Jackson videos and pictures that she took. So I hope everybody had a good week. We had a really good week. It's awesome to have homegrown food again. I mean, I've had it before, but when I was a kid, growing up, we had gardens. Grandparents had gardens. This is what my grandmother had a little 22, and she bought it from, I can't remember the name of the magazine, but on Sundays, because they had chickens on their farm, they had a lot of chickens, and she would sit on the porch during the day and look at the chickens, and I know you probably don't want to hear this, but she'd pick one out that's going to be dinner for Sunday dinner. She cooked the best chicken, roast chicken. Oh, shoot it, there's dinner. You know, one at a time. They didn't get them all harvested like we did, but this brings back a lot of
See, I can't do that.
memories.
I
For
mean,
me.
I can't raise these animals. I treat them, my egg layers, as pets. So I have my own flock of egg layers, and I don't plan on butchering them unless something were to happen and we had to dispatch them. Which is why we had meat birds specifically to eat. I don't get attached to them because they stay in a chicken tractor.
I call them my minions.
Yeah. But we did. We had a nice week. This upcoming week, Mr. Jack is working on the chicken coop, the siding.
No.
Have some painting.
One more?
Yes, please. I'm going to paint the door. I have to stain my pumpkin patch.
Oh, I got to work on the
I wanna-
bathroom.
I got some preserving I'm gonna need to be doing. So maybe I will get some videos together of the preserving. And what else do we got coming up that we're gonna be doing? I have planting I have to do. Soon it'll be time for the fall crops to be planted.
Oh, I turned the compost today.
Well, Mr. Jack turned the compost today. And what else are we going to be doing this week? Anything else?
Not that I know of.
Happy 11th birthday
Birthday to
to
Bishop.
our grandson Bishop.
Whoop, whoop.
We love you very much. We can't wait to see you at the end of the month. He's going to come spend the weekend with us. He's getting older now. He doesn't want to be probably with his grandparents, but...
Oh, well. I'll have to get used to it. Not everybody wants to be with their grandparents. I always did.
And our daughter Christina, she got a new pup.
Yeah,
named
Labradoodle.
Delilah. It's a Labradoodle, so we're excited to see that pup. And I think we said before she had exciting news that she's moving, so she's preparing for that. And
By the way, that's the how you get to Mrs. Jack's heart right there.
skin.
Mm-hmm.
Crispy. I love it. My dad, when I was a kid, thank you. My dad, when I was a kid, he was the one that would carve the Thanksgiving turkey. And I always helped him because
She didn't help. She ate the skin.
I knew I could get the skin that way. So I was always in the kitchen right there next to my dad when the turkey was on the table.
And I put it on the counter here and try to keep an eye on it. And I turn around, there's a big hunk of skin missing off Thanksgiving or Christmas
Mrs.
turkey.
Jack always like, you gotta let it cool. You gotta let it cool. Can I have the peas too?
Sure can.
Thank you.
What do you think of those potatoes? You like those salt potatoes?
Mm-hmm. Everything is so good.
Oh, so good. I can't wait to get tomatoes. I love tomato sandwiches. And Mrs. Jack's pizza sauce. Booyah!
And salsa.
And salsa, yep.
And spaghetti sauce and everything else. So, canning season is about to come into full force.
I know a lot of you can't do, or some of you can't raise your own chickens, but if you can raise your own chickens, you don't have to raise so many. Raise maybe 5 or 6 meat birds and try it. But before you do that, make sure you look in your area to see if there's somebody that'll help you butcher them, or you're going to have to butcher them yourself. So if you're not comfortable or ready to do that yet, look around for a butcher that'll butcher chickens.
We will be doing that in our future, but because we do it on a large scale, a lot of birds,
We don't have
we
that.
need the special equipment
Yeah,
to
we
do
need the
it. And we
equipment.
don't have it, and it's expensive, but it's a goal of ours eventually to get the equipment so that we could do it ourselves.
Oh my God.
I know, it spoils you. It's so good. That's why I said all the time, when we run out of our garden vegetables, it's like, ugh,
Yeah.
now we have to eat the store-bought
Yeah.
stuff because the garden vegetables are just so fresh. Like the peas, the carrots, the green beans. Honestly, if you have never grown your own and eaten them, you would be, it's just,
It's a treat.
it's crazy the
Yeah.
difference in the taste.
It's awesome.
And if you can't do any of that, ask around. Sometimes other people will want to buy like a half a cow and they can't afford it. So maybe you can go in on, you know, a pig or a cow or even chickens with somebody.
With somebody or
because first of all, price wise, you can't beat it. And second of all, it's just so much fresher. They're not putting all those preservatives and stuff into the meat. And
excuse me, I've got food in my mouth. Well, as far as the garden, if you can't grow a garden, you know, look in your neighborhood. I know it's tough. A lot of people don't get together like they used to back when I was a kid or even before that. Get together, see if there's an empty lot somewhere that the city will let you, you know, clean it up, and have a small garden there, a community garden. And hopefully nobody ruins it for you. But yeah, I mean, you can do that. You can grow tomatoes on your deck or your on your stoop in a bucket.
Wow,
you can grow.
It's hard.
I mean, it's not a lot, but it's
my daughter and my mom, who live in the city, try, and the squirrels are awful.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. We won't say what happens around here, huh, Annie? Hopefully.
We don't have a big squirrel population.
We did when we first moved in.
Yeah, I take care of that. I don't like the tree rats.
Though everything does serve a purpose, what? Their purpose runs out when this is Jack season.
But everybody's doing good. Animals are all doing good. Everybody is out free ranging. Black ducks still don't want to go up their ramp to go into bed. I don't know why.
They did the other night. You said last night.
Yeah, they did. They followed the other ones.
Well, maybe they'll do it again tonight.
Yeah. And the little chickens were going to bed fine, but the big chickens have decided they want to be back in their old coop. So they've been roosting on the porch of their old coop. So
of Coop de Ville.
Mr. Jack's at work, and I have to do all this work with the animals when he's not here.
Like kids that
and
fall
it's
asleep
been
on
really
the couch.
hard.
They're like kids when they fall asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
You gotta pick them up.
So I gotta carry each one individually to bed, but we decided tonight to give it a try. So we'll see.
We locked up that coop.
We locked up their old one, the run, where they have access to it, and we're gonna
make that
hopefully
the hospital. Yeah, hospital coop.
Well, we're just hoping that they can't get in there, and that they'll go in the coop they're supposed to go in tonight. So.
Oh, also this week, Mrs. Jack informed me that we're getting more chickens next year.
You knew that.
But I knew that because she wears a shirt that says "Drive my husband crazy, one chicken at a time."
Hey, I offered to give up 2, and you said no.
No, we're not giving up any of our stuff.
So.
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, I have to go to work, so we're gonna cut it here. And you know, if you got any comments or questions or ideas or even recipes on chicken, and we could share recipes. Make sure you like and subscribe our videos. That helps us out. And make sure you comment too. And also, there's a little bell there. If you hit that bell when you subscribe, it'll send you a notification that we have a new video up and all that good stuff. So be safe, be kind to one another, and have a good week.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.